Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, great. Hey, everyone.
How you doing?
Jeff. I see Daha. I'm not sure.
Hello.
How you doing?
Getting my technical stuff together here.
I don't even know where my video is. But regardless of that, I'm gonna figure that out as we go. But thank you so much for taking time out on pre-Turkey Day to talk about the Newark Business Hub. And the two gentlemen that I have here, JEFF BILLINGSLEY of Cobblestone Multimedia and Lyneir Richardson of Rutgers Business School Center for Urban Entrepreneurship and Economic Development.
Okay.
And me, and I even put lipstick on, and y'all can't even see.
A travesty.
That's a travesty. And
wow, it's good to hear your voice, Kim, though.
It's great to hear your voice as well. And Daha is a long-time friend and technology and media enthusiast, and hopefully an applicant to the Newark Business Hub.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great new technology too. Kim, you always with the new. We're gonna call you new.
Yeah, the new don't like me today, but that's all right because I still love it. The topic of this conversation is really, what is the Newark Business Hub, and why is this an opportunity? What is this whole opportunity about? And we figured that this would be a informal way just to have a conversation about it and say, you know what, let's just talk to people about the Newark Business Hub and see if they get as excited as we are about this idea that's really still a baby. It's one of those things that's still kind of growing up and it's looking for even more parents to help it, be the best that it could be. But I'm going to start off, talking about what the Newark Business Hub is and why I think it's pretty cool. So really, the Newark Business Hub is about connecting people of a like mind. And that's like anything, entrepreneurs can totally understand is like just wanting to work with people that get it. You know what I mean? So the Newark Business Hub is that opportunity to work with other entrepreneurs that simply, they get it. They get it that we can be better together if we work together. My own business, which is FemWorks Marketing and Communications, we've existed only because we've always worked with really great people. JEFF BILLINGSLEY, I've worked with Jeff for 10 years, for example, doing videography, getting talent to be in events that I've produced. And so my success is built on Jeff's success, and so this is an opportunity to work with people and have those kind of relationships that we all know are important. You may not have the employees of your dreams, but if you have the partners of your dreams, that's just as good,
Yeah.
So the Newark Business Hub is about creating those kind of partnerships, coming together as a force and working with just really outstanding creatives from all types of field in media and the arts. And it's about just being a better entrepreneur. I mean, thank God we're gifted, we're talented, and we're Black, but at the same time, we could be even better if we really knew all the technical aspects of running a business. Some things we're good at, some things we're not so good at. But imagine what's possible if you and I, for instance, Daha, could work together on that technology platform that you were telling me about, and we had no worries of what the legal implications are because we got Rutgers Business School and we have Rutgers Law School on our side. So we could just feel free to be creative and collaborate and know that all the business aspects are going to be taken care of. That's what the Newark Business Hub opportunity is about. It's the opportunity to say, I want to be as creative as I can. I want to be as powerful as I can be. And I want to work with some of the best people possible. And I don't have to worry about whether my idea makes sense, or if I have the right projections, or if I have the right legal documents, or if, non-disclosure agreements, all of these things, because we have the power of Rutgers behind us, that student talent, all of that intellectual knowledge is just positioned to help us grow.
Yeah, Kim, I'll add. So I lead the Rutgers Center for Urban Entrepreneurship and Economic Development. It really is Rutgers really outreach to help entrepreneurs and connect them to community revitalization. This program to me is really special because I always call it a platform and a springboard. I think it's a platform because our hope is to elevate everybody who participates with us. To make you stronger, to make folks who are telling stories about Newark and showing pictures and creating narratives, to help them be able to do that in a way that's more sustainable and hopefully more profitable as the platform. So we're going to put you on the spotlight. We're going to help identify resources. We're going to help get you access to the equipment and facilities that will be in the Haynes building. So it's that stuff that I'm really excited about. As it relates to the springboard, it really is, can people who participate with us figure out how to co-invest, how to create new projects, how to take an idea that they've been thinking about forever and identify the resources, or a partner or an investor? Can we sort of work with you to help you achieve whatever that next level business objective really is? So that's, I think, Rutgers' aim here, and something that I'm really passionate about. My background is I was an entrepreneur as well, and I know what it's like to be working every day trying to get to that next level. And so my goal is to, now that I'm in the position here at Rutgers, is to help a team of creative entrepreneurs who have potential and have promise to get to that next level.
Yeah. And there's so many possibilities. I mean, when you think about collaboration and the ability to work with really smart people that you trust, so many things can come out of that.
Sure.
Things that you already have in mind right now, and things that may just come about just as the conversations occur, and the ability to just be around other creative people.
Absolutely. I mean, what struck me about this particular endeavor was its focus on arts and entertainment and creative sort of, it's right in the lane that that we're in.
Tell me more about what you're
trying to enter. So
tell me more about your business and your interest and your passion. What do you tell us about?
Sure. So the company is called Hidden Decibel. And in fact, I believe, Jeff, you may know my husband as well. Kim, you do, Rhino. DJ.
Oh, yeah, that's my dude.
That's my husband.
Wow.
And so this is our endeavor. And Hidden Decibel is a platform for content creators who are looking for multiple revenue streams, the ability to generate income via multiple revenue streams in addition to the standard advertising sort of way to tap into revenue online. But it is a content creator driven platform for content creators, that content creators themselves sort of invest through the publishing of their own content via our platform. So it sounds like a YouTube, but it really is a hybrid social network and over-the-top platform.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, so that content creators can earn directly from their content in multiple ways, and maintain, ownership and more stake over their content. And it provides tools for them to, stream and market directly to their particular target, while also we have a proprietary crowd sharing tool that we would use to help content creators sort of generate the viewership that would help to increase their earnings potential.
Yes.
And thereby giving them, at the very least, an income to propel and a network of people to work with to propel their message and their content.
Sounds right in line with what we want to do.
Right about
Jeff, this is your thing, right?
Yeah. We actually have a lot of the similar ideals in mind. We actually, my company does everything from film and music and television production and all these things. But the main thing that we see an opportunity in, excuse me, is to be able, hold on, I'm sorry. I'm getting the feedback from this. The main thing we want to be able to do is to build out a platform and a network that produces and distributes content in a manner that isn't happening, for content that is positive. In order to change the narrative about what people perceive of Newark, New Jersey and this region, we feel as though we have enough of a network of creative people to begin to create a new network. So you got News 12, you got Chasing Jersey or whatever it's called. But we're not talking about just doing news. We're talking about people that's producing television shows, webisodes, musical content, sports related, everything you could think of, and being able to distribute that in a global fashion, and to be able to utilize this hub as the breeding ground that allows us to take our company to scale. And in doing that, being able to identify ways that we could, purchase real estate, build out this whole impact hub and incubator hub for the entrepreneurs that are actually be a part of the Newark Business Hub. But we're looking to partner. This is about making money. The reality of us all having this social consciousness in our businesses is great, and what we believe in, and that's our integrity. Y'all got to excuse me because I'm getting the feedback from us, and if I turn it, it's just bugging. But but we want to be able to utilize this opportunity and leverage the partnership with Ruckus and the resources that they bring, and for Lyneir and Ruckus to be successful, and for all of us as entrepreneurs to make this a successful venture. We got to make money, and
I hear that.
And we have to be very realistic about, we surrounded by creative people, and we surrounded by, people of goodwill, and I think we all kind of share that. But this is a business opportunity. So from the people that's being asked to be on the board, the advisory group, and so on and so forth, they're looked at as advisor and potential partners. So they have projects that we will be able to partner on, as well as everybody that's coming into this. So
this first class of fellows, Jeff, I think, we've identified a few people. I think this is really just as, we bestowed the title of Entrepreneur in Residence on Kim and Jeff and Peter and Tamara. This first class of fellows, which are people who are already in business, that have an idea they're trying to get to the next level, I think is going to get a lot of attention. We want some breakout successes here. We had some initial meetings with the law school and as a legal clinic that everyone's talking about, how do I really think about intellectual property issues? How do I think about appropriate joint venture issues? I think the law school is going to be very helpful. I think the class sessions we have are going to be very helpful. The program that this is modeled on is something we call Entrepreneurship Pioneers Initiative, EPI. And it's in its 7 years, taking 180 people through the program. 90% of them are still in business 6 years later. 70% have grown their profits. They've hired people. And so when I look to what the first class of the fellows in this media hub might be, it's the same thing. It's like 5 years from now, I want some of you all to be breakout successes. They've hired 5 or 10 or 20 people to have done, a $10 million deal, or, have done some agreements to buy some properties together.
See your love going up over here.
Right. I mean, that's success for us, right? As a university, we want to be able to say, we initiated this program and we got 20 good people. No. Hey, we got 20 good people. Hi, daughter.
Hey.
So that's really
my daughter.
We really want to help folks grow.
Yeah, and I think it's very important that all the entrepreneurs that are showing an interest in this understand and believe in the power of collaboration. And when we say collaboration, we're talking about sharing human capital as well as looking at each other as potential investments in our own businesses. And, sometimes people get kind of stuck on their own islands. And this is a culture that, people really have to believe and buy in to the importance of knowing we all need each other to be able to, oh, there go my man. We all need each other. What's going on, bro? We all need each other to move things forward. In order to be able to successful at this point with my company, I have to acquire real estate. I have to acquire some equity and be able to have additional revenue streams that allow me to produce and do things on a global level. And it's not going to happen with just me. And it's never just happened with just me and just us as Cobblestone.
Can you bring me my power cord? It's in a by the kitchen table.
Hey, Kim, put yourself on mute.
Yeah, so we want to be able to attract people that have that same energy, that when we in the room, outside of a room, wherever we are, we understand we are our brands and represent our companies, but we're representing something for a whole greater good.
Yeah, Jeff, the other thing I'm really excited about, and you've been, I think, prolific in this, is that we've attracted some folks who are celebrity and work with celebrity and sort of work in big business, but not just because they're celebrity, but because they have business interests and business endeavors.
Right.
I think there'll be role models, there'll be co-investors, there'll be participants with us, inspiring if they come and tell us, 5 ways, 5 tips from their last business deals, or what accountants or what lawyers they use. So again, I think some of this will it'll be a work in process, but I think there's something of value for everybody, and we'll build off of each other.
Yeah, I fully agree. We've been fortunate enough to have a lot of very resourceful people that have a lot of experience in media, in the arts, and they really are sold on what it is we're doing. But again, they breathe the same air that we breathe as it pertains to collaborations and wanting to be able to. All our successes hinges upon not only how far we go individually, but how many people we bring along with us. I need other people to tell my story. I don't need to tell my story. Through the success of being in partnership or in some type of mentorship or just that relationship. That's been my biggest success, is that people that I've worked with have become more successful. So, I really think that this is historical. Lyneir spoke about us being entrepreneurs in residence, but when you look at the demographic of business-minded people who are at these tables in the media world and who owns media, the mass media. It's the days of us making excuses about it is like it's over. We got access. We doing what we're doing right now. We know how to pick up cameras. We know how to create. We got to learn how to own and purchase and invest.
Can you say that again, Jeff?
Own. we got to be able to be at that table, investing and doing some things on a higher level. Mm-hmm. So that's what this whole concept is really about.
I agree. And I mean, an important part of it is, Lyneir, you often talk about how there's really like 4 components to the entire experience. You want to talk about that for a moment?
Sure. This initially is 4 things. Again, I always say initially because I think it has so much potential to be so much more and what we make of it as we go along. But initially it is a 5-month internship or boot camp program here at Rutgers. That's the fellowship is what we call it. It is, a class of 20 fellows who will work with professionals, some of our faculty members, some of our student teams, and each other to, grow their business, make it more sustainable, make it more profitable, be able to access capital, be able to get those ideas to the next level. That's A. B, Rutgers has announced that it's going to open a space in the Haynes building. And, as all of you know, the Haynes building is the building where Whole Foods will be located in Newark. And, 168 apartments of, one of the, I think the coolest places in Newark will be the Haynes building when it opens in 2017. And our aim is to have the Newark Business Hub, the fellows, and anybody else that's even affiliated with the program being able to have access to the equipment, to the facilities, to the performance spaces, and to whatever other resources will be in the Haynes building in the 60,000 square feet that Rutgers is going to have. I think we anticipate a series of events, again, from celebrities dissecting their deals to, a speaker series to social events to, peer networking, all types of things, lunches. So I'm hoping that will be something that people who, even if they're not a fellow, will be a part of the hub and be able to network and grow. And then finally, Kim and Jeff had the idea, and Tamara initially, of creating something called a global impact hub. And Kim, that's your baby. And Jeff, you want to talk a little bit about the global impact hub ambition down the road?
Yeah, I think, Kim, I'll let you take it well.
Well, for me, it's always about what's right now in business. And right now, what's going on is not about competition. I mean, you could look at things like Uber and Airbnb and all of these kind of new technologies that it's not about competition. It's about sharing. It's about collaboration. It's about taking responsibility for your community. It's about having a conscience. It's like being conscious now is cool in business. And it's not just
Kim, I just want to cut you off. And everything you saying and what those companies are doing that you just mentioned, they're eliminating overhead. Mm-hmm. They are virtually working and doing some things without like Uber doesn't own a car. Airbnb doesn't own, a bunch of hotels. But I just wanted to say that, excuse me for interrupting you, but I had to not let that escape.
Yeah. So, I mean, what you're talking about is disruption. And the disruption that's occurring in entrepreneurship and in business right now is about collaboration. It's about connection. It's about sharing. And so Impact Hub, which is a global model that started out in Europe, but now there's over 80 impact hubs all across the world. It's basically a place for entrepreneurs that share that same kind of value, that feel like, yes, I can make money. Without a doubt, it's about making money. So let's just say that and be proud of it. But it's also about making a difference. So these impact hubs are creative spaces where entrepreneurs can come, they can, rent space of different types. There's events that occur there. There's speakers. There's all kinds of, it's just like a community connecting place. And I feel that Newark should have an impact hub because we have so many conscious entrepreneurs in the city, but there isn't a place that we can call home and that kind of fosters that type of thinking and impact. So I said we start an impact hub, and I think that the Newark Business Hub, which is why we're calling it a hub, is the beginning, is laying the foundation for developing New Jersey's first impact hub in the city of Newark.
Hey, Kim, do me a favor. I might have to jump off, but I just want to talk a little bit about the event next week. I'm hoping that folks who are watching and folks who are listening in, this is going to be a cool event, and it's going to be our first opportunity, as you call it, to be live.
Yes.
And, be all the way live about the event.
Yeah, so the event is the Newark Business Hub live session. It's going to be a great event produced by one of the other entrepreneurs in residence, Peter Winstead Jr., taking place at another of the Newark Business Hub entrepreneurs at the Gateway space in Gateway Center in Newark, 2 Gateway Center. And that is going to be December the 3rd. So that's next week, Thursday, December the 3rd, from 4 to 7 p.m. You'll get to meet the other entrepreneurs that are involved. You'll get to ask a lot of questions and just see what our vibe is like, and get to understand a little bit more about the Newark Business Hub. It's a complimentary event sponsored by Wells Fargo. So all that we ask is that you RSVP, and I'm going to ask ISM social media to please put the link up here so that folks can RSVP to the event. And I really hope that you come on out.
Yeah, the other thing that we're doing is strategically inviting people and asking those of you that may attend to invite people that you may be in conversation with about investing in your ideals in your business. And we're saying that because if you're potentially going to be a part of this may help get them excited about the company you're keeping, how much you're investing in yourself. And there'll be other investment people and different experienced entrepreneurs in the media realm and in the creative realm that'll be there. But again, this is not just a party. This is a session, a live session that we want to be able to have results happen from everything that we're doing. So it's a method to our madness.
Very good. Hey, I appreciate this. I'm gonna have to jump off, but
okay, I think Tamara's going to be able to join. Thank you so much, Lyneir. I appreciate you.
All right, happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Same to you, brother.
I was making my sweet potato pie, but I bought them I got patty pies. So.
Oh, you do.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Same to
Thank you. So the conversation continues. As you know, I think you made a really good point, Jeff, that, everything that we're doing is about business. Even the event itself is about making those business connections, making, the most out of the opportunity and networking, and really using the opportunity to let other people know that, hey, I'm serious about my game. And this is a program that I'm going to join to help take me to the next level. So it looks like we have an open seat right now. If someone else wants to join the conversation. But otherwise, in the meantime, I wanted to talk about you know, why join the Business Hub now instead of later? You know, some people may be thinking, well, you know, the Haynes building ain't quite open yet. So why am I going to do this now instead of maybe being in the class that's coming up? And I say to that, it's a very simple answer. We're going to be first at the table.
We are
There's
first at the table.
We are first at the table right now as they're making decisions about the Haynes building. What we're doing is simply uncovering all of the entrepreneurial opportunities that are available. And we are the entrepreneurs that the university will turn to help implement programs and services coming out of the Haynes building. It is us. So we're first at the table. The time is now. This is our opportunity to use 2016 to build our own business and possibly explore other opportunities to create products that the university can use and the larger corporate community in Newark and New Jersey and beyond, and just be ready to hit 2017 running.
And one of the other things I want to mention is, you know, it's great that we are at the ground floor level of this, but there are so many projects and opportunities that exist in addition to that. That's just one piece of the puzzle. You know, we have so many different things going on with our own companies. Kim mentioned that we've been partnering for years, but we're looking to be able to leverage everything that we have access to now, right now, with the energy that's going on in the city. I don't know if a lot of you may have not attended or may have attended the Small Business Summit, which was that's the best event that I've been to this year. I don't know, Kim. We're gonna compete with ourselves next week, but
that's not possible.
Yeah, because that's my number one. That's my number one. It started the year off right. Longer the short is that we have to seize these opportunities now. Being the people we are, having the access we have, and the relationships we have, and constantly developing, we have to monetize those things. And I keep bringing that up because, you know, being in the creative space, I started out producing music and around a lot of artists, and it feels good when you create quality products and things of that nature. But we're not doing that for it to sit on the shelf, excuse me, or to say we did it or had just feel good moments. We're looking to become the model for how we take creative to the next level.
Exactly. I mean, my firm produces campaigns. We produce events. And we just generate all kinds of just amazing content. But what I realized, and, you know, maybe I'm slow, but it took me 10 years to realize I'm generating all of this content for one-time use. That's just not smart.
Yep.
So part of what I want to explore as a student in the Newark Business Hub is how to create a platform where the content that I produce, whether it's for clients or content that I produce on my own, how do I extend the life of that and continue to monetize it? That's important for me. So I think even just on this Blab right now, you have 3 people, me, you, and Jeff, that are very much similar in having a desire to create a platform for this millennia, you know, because it's not about what already occurred. With the changing of technology, there's nothing but room for us to invent something completely new.
Absolutely. And then, too, the consciousness, I believe, of end users, people who are online has shifted, I think, a bit in terms of just seeing themselves as being able to, or more capable or more enabled by newer technologies to step out there on their own and earn directly from their own, endeavors.
Exactly.
Essentially cutting out middle obstacles, I'll say, because not all middle people are obstacles, but those that are obstacles and those scenarios that present us with an obstacle to access to our own intellectual capital, that's a problem. And so it's timely for this kind of initiative.
That's right. That's right. And so it's up to us to figure out, once we're in this hub and we've committed to the process, it's up to us to figure out how we can work together, where there are synergies, where there is money that we're leaving on the table and we don't even see it. That's what I see as collaboration. To me, just having a conversation with someone that's eye-opening, that person is a collaborator because they have my interest in mind by helping me to just think about things in a different way. Yeah. So that's what I think is really important about this hub, is that we become this force where there's trust and where we have each other's interests at heart, and where we become the go-to resource, not only in Newark, but beyond Newark, as the people to go to when you need professional creative services, right? And that means we're not all going to be arguing over, well, who's going to design Prudential's new brochure? No, that's us thinking small. We should be thinking about, how do we create a platform where Prudential can be an advertiser and all of the other corporations can be an advertiser too, and they can give that brochure to the students to design because we don't need it. You know what I mean? We should be thinking strategically how we can be a force and position ourselves for greater revenue opportunities.
And one of the things that you mentioned that's a constant thought in my mind, and when I'm looking at taking on a client or developing a relationship with a potential client, is that, how does this match my future goals, and how does this match my mission right now? And I don't want to be in the business of doing one-offs. Excuse me. Not saying that model doesn't work, but I know the power of building out my services and my menu of things that I'll offer is important as it pertains to developing long-term relationships with clients, with people that invest and trust what I do and what we offer. It's about understanding that this is an opportunity to potentially put us and our legacies in a whole different place, tax bracket, and some other things. This is not this magical, pie in the sky, this the best thing since sliced bread thing. However, we all know our worth. We know what we bring to the table, and we know what our strengths are. So it's nothing but air and opportunity. I'm excited. I don't know if I'm coming across that way, but I'm extremely excited to be able to say we're making history, but we're going to do it and make money. See my eyes stretch? Money. I don't got my shades on today. I'm focused. But yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody else has any questions, or if you want to get in touch with us at a later time, we have an email address, which is Newark Media and Arts Hub gmail.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at NWK Business Hub, NWK Business Hub on Twitter, or on Facebook at Newark Business Hub, or on Instagram, right, Jeff?
Yes. Yes. If we could type, if I don't know what they all are, if we could type them in the messages, I think that'll be a way for people to jot it down. Oh yeah, I see it. It's happening now. Thank you.
It's good to have a right-hand person. See, that's a collaborator right there.
That's right.
All on it.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, it do.
Yeah.
Yes, it do. Well, we're looking to have these conversations more often. So those of you that have tuned in, it looked like we had about 53 people come through. 10 people are with us right now. If you want to see us again and talk to us and think about what it is that we've said, and tune in again next week, we'll let you know when that will occur. Make sure again you follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. We have a really awesome video. If you haven't seen it yet, it also helps to illuminate what this opportunity is. And we just look forward to collaborating with you, because it's you and us that will make this thing pop. That's the only way it's going to pop, is us together, doing it together. Teamwork make the dream work. This is where we going. 2016, here we come.
No doubt. 2017, 18, 19, 20. Yeah.
Exactly. But thank you all for your time, and we will see you soon.
And happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
That's right. Happy Thanksgiving. I got to get to my turkey right now.
Hold on. One other thing, please.
Okay.
All of the stuff that we're sharing, if you know like-minded people, entrepreneurs, please share it. Utilize social media for what it's worth. We can't do enough to spread the information, but we want to make sure that our reach as far as we can have it. So, again, thank you all. Happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much.
Spread the word, everybody. Spread the word. Take care.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.